Hey fellas, welcome to the Daily Dash. I'm Dash Retro. We'll do the daily again for today. Looks like it's another Maggy run, so let's hop right into it. Maybe I should say what day it is, just for the record. It is November 5th, 2015 today. I don't really feel like putting that in the title or the thumbnail of the video because it's just too long. Maybe I should start adding that to the descriptions, though. That would probably be a good idea. Okay, almost took some damage right off the bat just because Maggy is a very slow character. Like, man, I've been playing a bunch of Eve lately, and, you know, when you're Eve, you basically want to stay in the Whore of Babylon state the entire time, which basically makes you one of the faster characters, if not the fastest base stat character in the game. Because the reason I was playing so much Eve is because it took me, like, 4 playthroughs in a row. That is a fantastic first floor get. We are already flying, baby. It took me like 4 playthroughs in a row to get a single angel room, I feel like. It is what it felt like. And, you know, I was going for Mega Satan kills, so it was just kind of agonizing, just because, like, you know, of course I know what to do. I'm not taking the devil deals, and so, you know, when you just don't get them, it's brutal. Alright, here we go. Now that we have flying, we're just gonna cheese lust here. Boy, I really like that new boss theme. Again, it sounds just like a song from Digital Devil Saga. I've noticed these guys with the nickel eyes always drop nickels, so that's sweet. Got 8 cents. That's probably worth the bomb. It's kind of funny. It's kind of a funny exchange rate, though, because generally, I shouldn't pop that second one necessarily. One makes you larger. Found pills. Okay, so none of that is particularly useful. We're on basement 1. Yeah, let's fight the boss and go. So, oh, one long Larry. That is a long Larry. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah. The shooters always get me for some reason. I totally forgot what I was talking about a second ago. Oh yeah, it's a funny exchange rate to bomb the greed guys with the nickel eyes, because if you're in a shop, a bomb costs 5 cents, and then you're essentially selling a bomb back for 5 cents, and so it makes you wonder, since it's the same exchange rate as the shop, whether it's actually really worth it. Most of the time, though, I think it is. I never really use bombs in combat, so I usually find myself with some extras. But at a time like now, actually, I would really like to have it in case I see a tinted rock, because a tinted rock is worth much more than 5 cents to me. I mean, tinted rocks have a chance to give you usually 2 collectibles, from soul hearts to bombs to keys, which are all worth 5 cents a piece in the shop. So that's essentially double the value, if that's what you get out of your tinted rock. But then you also have a chance for a red chest, or not a red chest, but a gold chest, which could have one of many useful items in it, including big damage upgrades like Cricket's Head, Steven, or this item, Fate, that we already got. That's awesome. And then you also have a chance to get Small Rock, just a straight damage upgrade. So tinted rocks are just the most valuable things in the world. So and the reason I'm saying this is just to give you the idea that I do indeed worry about running around with 0 bombs. Now, I also realize that it may have been a bad idea to get rid of my last bomb on that guy. Hold on. Different thoughts. I also realize that I lost my Eternal Heart back there to, do I want to take the pills? The pill bottle? I mean, Yum Heart's okay. I haven't taken Red Heart damage yet, though, so actually I think it would be best to grab this Soul Heart and fight the boss. I realize I lost that Eternal Heart to that bad trip pill, so that's kind of unfortunate. Peeper's Eye, not an item that I love, but, you know, every once in a while it'll do something good. Basically, it's really good against bosses like Larry Jr. or the Hollow, but for the most part, I find it not really to do much. It's also confusing when you have to fight Peep. I mean, like, I can tell the difference. There's a difference, and it's not that confusing, but, you know. There's definitely something there. In the original Isaac, didn't it turn your tears red? The tears that came out of the eye hole? Or am I thinking of something else? I mean, there were a few things that did that, like chemical peel, but I'm pretty sure Peeper did that too. We get a range upgrade, not super exciting. Let's go in here, maybe we can find something cool. Cursed Eye, that is a weird thing to start showing up in Devil Rooms, and it's an item that I really don't like. I don't think I'm gonna take it. But let's see if we can find our secret... Oh shit, we don't have any bombs. Okay, I'm gonna go to the curse room, come back, pick up the Eternal Heart, and then we're just gonna move on. Don't want to dwell on this stuff too much. Man, Maggy is slow! Give me like the mark or something to boost this a little bit, curse room. Come on. Not doing great damage yet either, so yeah, we're not in the best situation that we could be in, but also not really the worst. I'm also gonna spend just a minute in this arcade, alright? No big deal, I just want to donate a bunch. Get a bunch of money. Especially since we have Yum Heart. Yeah, I think this will be a good idea. Okay. We'll keep our bomb. Which, wait a minute, where did we get a bomb? When did we get that? Well, I'm gonna keep it for a Tinted Rock. I'm not gonna look for the secret room. Right there, we've got our Eternal Heart. Remember to pick that up. Grab these things. I could go donate those, but I'm not gonna take a million years to do this floor. Let's go. Hopefully we get something good in the shop. I really like that item, Chaos. I'm not totally sure about it yet, though. I mean, it has weird implications to strategy. Like, devil deals aren't that important anymore because they might just give you anything. But at the same time, they are important because they can give you, like, 2 or 3 items, you know? And then there's also weird things like it seems to cause breakfast to show up 8 more times in your run if you take Chaos, so... It's an interesting item. I like it a lot. I believe it was a community suggested item also, so whoever came up with that original idea for Chaos, great job on ya. The other item that I know came from the user suggestions was Dead Eye, which increases your damage for each successive hit you get on enemies, and of course it resets when you miss. I haven't gotten that item yet, so I can't really judge it yet, but it seems like it could be super good, especially on like a Polyphemus build where you're hitting with every tier because you need to make every tier count. You know, Chocolate Milk also part of that. Chocolate Milk, Deadeye is probably super overpowered. But just the right kind of overpowered, you know, where it takes just a little bit of finesse. A little bit of skill. Alright, let's take out this Trite first, since he's mobile. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Not a good hit to take. I'm a little distracted. Currently, my dishwasher is not working. I really like this item, Ball of Tar. I think it's like a better version of Nightlight, kind of, because if an enemy is chasing you, you can just kind of go backwards and shoot at them, while the Nightlight would be facing away. Nightlight does hit flying enemies, which this doesn't, though, so I guess there's that. And projectiles and stuff like that. But either way, they're both pretty good items. But yeah, my dishwasher isn't working currently. I'm getting a replacement. It's on its way. However, there's that just stagnant dishwater smell coming from the kitchen, and it's a little unpleasant. My computer desk is right next to my kitchen. Which is also something that I'm kind of wondering if I should make a change on, you know. But hey, that's completely irrelevant to you. The goings-ons in the interior design of my house. So, I just like to keep you guys updated, you know. I'm on my new mic now, which should sound a lot better. I think I mentioned that last time. And also, I just finished up a review, recording the vocals for a review of Persona 4 Dancing All Night. So that is going to be up on the channel very soon. I'm going to get back to editing it right after I finish recording this. We got some red chests. That's exciting. No guppy items, but we got... and bad gas isn't great. I'll keep this bad trip pill, though, because it becomes a full health pill if I get low on health. So, I'm not totally sure how many of you know, like, the ins and outs of this game and whether or not I need to say things like that. But, in case you don't know, the bad trip pill... this game has a few pills that affect your health, and they're designed not to screw you. Because you don't know what a pill does before you use it, it would be really shitty if you had one heart, you used a pill, and it was bad trip and it killed you, you know? And this game doesn't do that to you. Instead, if you are at a half a heart or a full heart, a bad trip pill becomes a full health pill. And similarly, if you only have one heart container, or 0 heart containers, yeah, a health down pill becomes a health up pill. So you don't get screwed taking pills that you don't know what they do. But interestingly though, that makes it kind of a good thing when you get a health down pill or a bad trip pill, because now I can take it with me for when I need it. You know, a bad trip pill is essentially no different from a full health pill, yeah, assuming that you would use a full health pill at the correct time, which is when a bad trip pill would kill you. So, funny stuff like that. Yara Rune is very exciting, so why don't we just pop Vision, since we're not going to take it with us. Purity, since we're not going to take it with us. Change, that is going to be good in the boss room, but first let's go check out our secret room. You never know if, like, Transcendence is in there. Maybe I'd rather re-roll that than whatever the boss item is, since we're already flying. Let's see. No dice on anything real specific there. Blowing that up does not kill that beggar, though I feel the urge to try it every single time. It always looks like it's close enough, but I guess TNT must have a smaller explosion radius than regular bombs. Either that, or it is just that much further away, I don't know. So it looks like we're fighting Peep. We have terrible damage, which sucks because Peep is a, pretty tanky boss. He has a lot of health, and he's relatively difficult, too. I think Peep is one of the harder bosses in the game overall. So, you know, I'm not worried. I think we'll do fine, but, I'm just a little annoyed of how long this is going to take. Even though, you know, the more you keep rambling, time flies, and he is already over half dead. The part that takes the longest, though, is when there's 2 eyes around. Because I found out that really the secret to not getting hit by the eyes is to quit trying to shoot him with every single tier. Sometimes you just gotta... God damn it. Sometimes you gotta just stop shooting for a minute, reposition yourself, dodge the P, and then go back to shooting him. And it takes a few seconds, and it really makes the latter half of this fight take a lot longer than the first half. This is gonna hit me. Okay, good. It didn't. Alright, come on, Angel Room. Ah, lame. Old Bandage, I'm not super interested in that, but what do we got here? PJs, you feel cozy, and I got a bunch of soul hearts for it? Okay. Okay. I think I would probably rather have that than Old Bandage. Also, if you're wondering how I knew where that super secret room was without having it revealed on the map, it is almost always adjacent to the boss room. Or not adjacent to the boss room, it's almost always on the room that is adjacent to the boss room. Assuming that it fulfills the other requirements, such as needing to be, is this, I forget, this is not gonna drop a devil item, right? It only would turn into a devil item if I re-rolled it. I think that's how these work. If you get something like a judgment to spawn here. But yeah, the other requirements for a super secret room are that it is only adjacent. Yeah, that item is just fucking trash. So we're gonna leave it behind in case we find another, like, Perthro rune or something like that, and then we can re-roll it into a devil item. Damn. But anyway. Maybe should pick up the pace a little bit. I'm not nearly at pace for boss rush, I don't think. But man, it's the speed of Maggy slowed with this garbage damage that we're doing. That is really holding this run back. I would really like to get one interesting item. I don't know if I'm just feeling the... I'm not sure what is causing this exactly, if it's just a psychological thing or what, but I'm kind of feeling the burn where I feel like with Afterbirth, I'm not really getting very many interesting items. You know, I feel like I'm having a lot more runs where I'm ending with just basic tiers and base stats and that kind of stuff that just aren't really doing anything interesting. So that's a little... It's been a little lame, but I think it might just be psychological that I'm expecting to be wowed so much. And I have had some cool runs, but still though, the cool runs have been things like I got Explosivo and Double Shot, which is really just that, hey, Explosivo is a cool new item, and then Double Shot just makes it twice as likely to happen. You know, and I didn't get that until the chest. Until the chest, that was a run that was just super basic the whole time, so we'll see how that plays out. These guys were just gonna take advantage of our flying and just get rid of them. Do gotta actually kill one of them, though, to really make any headway. There we go. Now we're talking. And this guy's last. There we go. It would be interesting if enemies ran away from you if they could not have a path to get to you. That would maybe make them a little harder, but also it would kind of make the game more annoying. I think people... It's one of those things where you don't have to fix every little thing that makes the game easier. Speaking of fixing every little thing that makes the game easier, I've been on this game's subreddit a lot, and while I think this game has a great subreddit and the people are pretty excited about the game and generally funny and fun to talk to, people are freaking out about the recent turn of events with this game, where it turned out that a bunch of content was literally impossible to unlock when the expansion first came out. For the first few days, the first like 4 days, a lot of the content was literally impossible to unlock. And people are like, they think that Edmund is mad at everybody for data mining the lost out of the original expansion, and that he's getting his sweet revenge and all this shit, and they're mad that Azazel got a nerf and all that kind of stuff, and there's a lot of salt going around, and you know, everyone's just got to remember that they're playing a video game, and the video game is fun, and it's an indie game, and they're just lucky to be working with a single head designer who is responsible for all the decisions that happen in this game, and that he's talking to us on Twitter. You know, it's fantastic to be playing to... I guess maybe this will have some cool synergies that we'll see. I gotta test something, actually. Okay. Recently I got Dr. Fetus with scatter bombs, and I was immune to bombs. I have no idea why. Maybe after you get a certain amount of bomb items, you become like a bomber boy that's immune to bombs? I don't know. For some reason I was immune to bombs, and I couldn't figure out why. It was not Pyromaniac. I was, for sure, because I was not getting healed by them, and I know I didn't have the item. So that was really weird. And we'll figure that out at some point. But anyway, people are just lucky to be playing these indie games where they have this connection to the developers at all, instead of that shit happening and then they're just issuing a corporate apology, you know, that talks about the negative feedback they received and the unfortunate bug that that happened and that kind of stuff, and how they'll try harder in the future to not have bugs, they swear. You know, and it's just this meaningless corporate bullshit that no one wants to hear, and it doesn't help anyone. You know, people gotta chill out a little bit. Some people gotta chill out a little bit. I think a lot of people had a good sense of humor about it, but man, like, it's something that affects the entire gaming market as a whole, where people have to realize that games are entertainment, you know. It's an art form, yes, and trust and all that is a factor. But people are way too touchy about a lot of stuff, and just get way too worked up for their own good. But anyway, that's enough talk about that. Let's grab Latchkey. It's a luck upgrade. I love luck upgrades. By the way, the cross in the corner of the screen shows that we are going to be going to Sheol, and so there's really no point in getting a key piece unless I want more angel rooms, which I think I do, so let's do that. Because key pieces increase your chance of getting an angel room as opposed to a devil room. But I don't think they increase your chance overall. It's just specifically that you'll get the angel room instead of the devil room. Still doing pretty not great damage, even with Dr. Fetus, but the damage is okay. It's much more acceptable than before. Let's keep this Yara rune. I'm not really sure what I'm saving it for, though, since... Oh, why didn't I go to the... Oh, I did go to the shop. We fought Greed. Right, that's a library. That library is probably way better than Yumheart. Let's just get our slow Maggy asses over there and see what's in there. Oh, wait, it was a double key door, which means there's probably chests in there, which actually let's check out. Let's see what we got. New trinket. What's this? Child leash. Keep your friends close. Oh, does that make... Oh, that seems like it would be really good with Lilith, since she tends to have that problem of Cambion conception making it, you know, once she racks up a lot of maybe it's not Cambion conception, whatever that treasure box is that she has, once you rack up a few familiars, the second incubus gets way too far away, and it's really hard to aim. So I feel like that would work pretty well for her. But since we know what it does and it's not really helping us, I'm not gonna bother to keep it around. Two of Spades is not very useful to use when you have two keys, so maybe we'll pick up a couple more keys here. See what else maybe is worth jarring. Again, I'm not sure if I finished this thought earlier, but since we're not going to the chest... sorry, I'm hiccuping and it's... Ooh, my throat's doing some weird shit right now that I'm not really happy about. I'm not really sure what I'm holding out for on it, but we'll pop that 2 of diamonds right away since we're at enough health for it just not to totally matter. Let's open these up. I want to get some red chest items, besides that one shitty cursed eye that we got. Actually, cursed eye would have been probably really good with Dr. Fetus. Let's get go. Oh, what? Whoa, where did that come from? Alright, yep. Let's see, how fast are we shooting these bombs? Okay, pretty fast. Man, we gotta speed things up if we don't want a bad score here. You know, Maggy is one of those safe characters where I feel like I do need to go fast. I'm not gonna beat anybody's score just by surviving, because Maggy is the most survivable character in the game. You know, starting with so much health and Yumheart. However, she's so slow that that you don't get things like boss rush often with her because, you know, her damage isn't great and she just moves so slowly that it can be tough to get that quick start with her. But that means that I think that's going to be the difference in these in these dailies with her. You know, I have enough money where I'm not super interested anymore in blowing up that golden poop, and wow, that guy did not drop a nickel. I wonder what the reason for that was. Also, damn it, apparently I didn't clear out this room before leaving, but you know what? We don't need to. Let's go. In fact, I might start rushing just a little bit more here. Let's find our item room and just get moving. Bunch of knights, yeah, whatever. These guys won't take too long to get rid of. These guys are annoying to fight. There's our boss room. Man, we're slow. I know I keep saying it, but it's grueling. But I'm liking how this is going now that I'm starting to skip rooms. Maybe Dr. Fetus was a pretty good pickup. Let's see, we got the Relic. Fantastic item. Doesn't help our damage situation or our speed situation. We don't really have a damage situation anymore, I guess, but really doesn't help the speed situation. But I mean, it is just a great item. It's basically a book of revelations that doesn't make you lose out on a bunch of boss items. Now, what great thing oh, come on! So many greed fights. I think I should pick up collectibles since they, as far as the time that it takes to pick them up, you get a lot of points for picking up collectibles, as opposed, in what I mean is, relative to how much time it takes to pick them up, relative to how much score you lose from the time it takes to pick them up, they give you quite a few points, is the words that I'm trying to get out of my stupid mouth. Let's fight war in this tiny room. Shouldn't be too bad. Now, when I say that Book of Revelations makes you lose out on boss items, I'm talking about getting cubes of meat, which I'm finding to just be less and less valuable when there are... when I feel like I'm getting a lot less items that raise my stats, as I was kind of talking about earlier. Alright, let's move it on. And let's fight Mom. Go to this curse room. Another cursed eye. Well, that's annoying that it can show up twice, but you know what? I'm gonna take it now because we have, Oh, it just doesn't synergize with Dr. Fetus? How lame. Man, I can't believe that that's still a thing with Afterbirth. I would really like to see the rest of these synergies come into place. I mean, I thought that was supposed to be a big focus of this. Oh, right, and that's the other reason that you want to keep picking up pennies, is that, they give you luck upgrades randomly now, which we all know how much I love luck upgrades. Alright. Moving on. A couple chubs. I guess I can feed him a bunch of bombs. Oh my god, that's gonna take forever. Never mind. Let's go! More consumables. Humbling bundle. Great. Pill. Alright. Soul heart. Card. Buy everything. Whoa, my throat locked up again there. Oh, you know what it is? I don't have a... Oh, shit. I don't have a drink next to me. I'm not drinking anything today. I just had some coffee a little bit ago, but... Why isn't this blowing up? What if I lay a regular bomb? Jeez. Alright. It's not because of something weird, like because it's a small room or something, is it? I guess we'll have to find out in the coming times. Now, Book of Shadows is pretty good, but we have so much health that I don't feel like I need it. Plus, we have so much money that it's like... Let's really get going here. Fruitcake could be interesting with, with Dr. Fetus, I guess. Grab that just for that. Could have done that with Book of Shadows also, but... okay, all stats upgrade. That's good. That gives us some speed, some damage, a little bit of everything. I really like those new restock machines. That's just a great idea and a great addition to the game. Alright, let's see. Hanged Man we don't need for anything. I feel just more and more like I need to pick up the pace here, so... expect us to really get moving here. I should pick up those consumables, though! You gotta pick up the consumables, get your points! And this is the daily. We care about points here. Alright, everything's dead. Hit this. Pick up these. Go in here. Liberty Cap, I feel like I'm not getting a lot of speed upgrades from this thing. Not as many as I would expect, but... not too big a deal. I do want to still kill enemies, I guess, because I'm sure you get a decent number of points from that, but... whoa! That was dumb. That is a room that you should never take damage on when you're flying, because bloop, 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 that's all it takes. Alright, let's fight Mom. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! I guess what I should be doing is really just throwing bombs wildly around, since I have enough tiers to do it, or maybe just left and right so that they don't bounce back and hit me like that one just did. I don't play with Dr. Fetus very much, so, you know. And this is exactly the kind of fight where it's just a little tricky to use, so let's just do this for a while and see how it works out. Take care of the ads if they come in and interrupt that flow. She hasn't stomped down in a while, jeez. This is also regular Mom. This isn't Red Mom or Method Mom. Alright, so we're going to Sheol, which means I guess we might as well take the negative just to help me remember that. We will grab this, but we don't gotta bother fighting the statue since the key piece isn't gonna do anything for us, but I do want to check for soul hearts. And actually, this is going to be a short fight, and you never know. It might give us a bunch of points. Let's find out. So we're at 1, 2, 3 right now for our first 3 digits. Oh, that's weird. It looked like I got score for the item appearing, and then lost score for taking it. Is that really how it works? You get points when items appear, and then you lose the points when you take the item? I guess that makes sense. That's kind of a cool system, actually. I really like that idea. It really benefits you for taking items that you don't think are going to affect you anyway. And then if you already have a 1 run, you know, you get the swag bonus of, you know, going with what you got. Whoa! Whoa! However, it looked to be an insignificant amount of money, or score anyway, you know, like 30. Sure, that might be the difference of a few people. You know, it might get you a few extra ranks, those 30 points, but at the same time, you know, it's not gonna really get you into the next tier. But Dash, every point matters. Yeah, to a degree, but you know, I'm just being realistic here. In all probability, what I mean by that, in all probability, realistically, if you were to really focus on getting as many items to appear as possible and taking as few as possible, I think you would get a lower score overall than if you just sort of ignored the system. Which sort of just completely backpedals my entire idea of it being a cool system in the first place, but I still think it is. You know, you gotta talk about something while you're trying to make your way to the boss. Alright, here we go. It is Skolex. That means he's gonna be a little tough to hit with Dr. Fetus, but it also means he's probably gonna die in one hit. Maybe 2 hits, because he's a champion guy. Boom! Nailed him. Okay, wow, that... I expected that to do a lot more damage. Oh, yeah. Bam! Okay, it's a lot easier to hit him than I expected. We got a speed upgrade. We very much need that. Move it to the womb. Moving on to the womb. I guess mapping would have helped a lot, but I'm not really sure if we had a chance to get any in this seed. I think I went to all the shops and I just kept getting greed fights. Oh wait, oh, Liberty Cap gave me some mapping there. The boss is up here. Cool. I've never been a huge fan of Liberty Cap because I generally don't don't like things that give a random effect, but Liberty Cap gives you mapping every once in a while, and while it can be a little tough to notice it, I noticed it there. Still keeping Yumheart even over Bob's Rotten Head. Yumheart is one of those items that it's not very good, but it makes you realize how bad a lot of other spacebar items are. Exactly like the poop. The poop is by all means a pretty terrible item, and you can make an argument for it, yes, but look, I'm making an argument for it right now already. It's a terrible item, but when you have it, you start to realize just how terrible every other item is a lot of the time. Like, you know, you come across something like Monster Manual, and you're like, you know, I'd rather have the poop, man. You come across Shoop de Whoop, as you always get from your first floor envy fight that is just, you know, happens every time, and you're just like, man, I think I'd rather just have the poop. Alright, so that wasn't great, that spiky box, but that's okay. I always say, you know, people say like, oh, that box wasn't worth it, but it's like, yeah, it was. It was worth the chance to get something good. Every single red chest you open is worth opening, otherwise you wouldn't be opening them. You've already made the decision in your head that it is worth it to go into the curse room or to open that chest for the chance. That's why you opened it. That's all. It's just one of those things that I find funny. Like, I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and, you know, people, a lot of the times they'll make kind of wacky plays and stuff and say like, oh, it wasn't worth it. It's like, well, I think it was, because you did it. You tried it, thus it was worth the attempt. Question mark pill, that's interesting. Also, we've got a devil item that I've never seen before, so let's check it out. Maw of the Void, consume thy enemy. Interesting sounding. It's a bit too late in the run to get anything out of Dark Judas, and I'm not really comfortable taking the 2 hits, so let's instead just move on. Maybe I should have grabbed it, I'm not sure. But we got Curse of the Lost, that's a bummer. Whoa! Does it? Okay, so Maw of the Void looks like I damage an enemy by touching it, even without my orbitals. I'm not sure if that was Ball of Bandages doing that, or if it was that Devil Deal item. Okay, we are taking a lot of damage, and that's no good. I mean, it's never good, but just saying it out loud is all. I'm gonna skip a few rooms here, keep an eye out for tinted rocks while I do so, and we're just gonna not bother with that room. This room also looks annoying. And this room. So we got a dead end here. That's okay. Let's just get around this thing. Get out of there. Get away from there. Oh, jeez. I love this song. It's pretty awesome. I like a lot of just weird noises like that. I'm a big fan of Mike Patton, singer of Faith No More, Mr. Bungle, Tomahawk, and a bunch of other stuff. Just a fantastic musician and singer. And he's known for doing a lot of very weird shit, you know. I think it's a Fantomas CD that doesn't have any actual lyrics. It's just, he just like makes vocal noises the entire time. Like, it has a vocalist, but it doesn't have any lyrics. And that doesn't just mean it's like, you know, Halo theme. Oh, I'm sure that has a better name than Halo theme, but I'm just talking to my audience here, right? Anyway, some very cool music comes out of Mike Patton, and this song always reminds me of that. There's also the famous feud. If you've heard of Mike Patton, you may have heard of his feud with, is it Anthony Kiedis is his name? The guy from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because Mike Patton spans a lot of different musical styles, and one of them happens to be sort of like what Anthony Kiedis does in Red Hot Chili Peppers. The difference is that that's all Anthony Kiedis does. So when the song Epic by Faith No More came out, which is the song that you probably all know, it's the one that goes, "Can you see it? Feel it? Hear it today. If you can't, then it doesn't matter anyway. You will never understand it cause it happens too fast. And it feels so good, it's like walking on glass. It's so cool, so hip, it's alright. It's so groovy, it's out of sight. You can something, see it, feel it, taste it so sweet, but it makes no difference cause it knocks you off your feet. Say it!" And then it goes into the part that everybody knows, which is the, "You want it all, but you can't have it. Yeah, yeah, yeah." So right there you can already see that it kind of gets into his other styles. Back then he had this one style he did where he just sang really annoyingly, you know, like, "Carved into my mind, stirring the cold." And I'm like, I'm not sure why he sang like that for the entire, The Real Thing album, but like, I guess that's fine. It's just funny that he never sings like that again in all of his other works. But anyway, Anthony Kiedis, I read, saw that music video of Epic and said it was like looking into a mirror, and that this guy was totally stealing his style. And wow, okay, so we just barely made it out of that. And you know, cramping his style, but it's just bullshit because it's like, hey, you have Anthony Kiedis, you have one style that you sing in every single song across every album. This guy does a bunch of shit, and it happens to hit your very narrow part of the spectrum. So get the fuck over yourself, and Mike Patton's awesome. Anyway, so that's our daily. You know, looks like we did 6,000th for now. I think I don't really want to think about that too much, though, because it's early on in the day, and not everybody has had a chance to do the daily yet. See, if I go to, like, my friends, for example. Oh, looks like one of my friends did it, and oh, he just barely beat me. Looks like that, those 30 points added up. And I can eat my words from earlier. But now if we go to yesterday, we can see, look at that. So I did get a score of 2004 yesterday, which was a lost run. I feel like 2000 was pretty okay, except that I practiced the run afterward and got like 12,000. So, you know, that 6-minute little video that I had up, I'm a little disappointed in. But hey, that's how it actually ended up. I ranked 2004 yesterday. And so I think that's what I'm going to do with these dailies, is show what I got yesterday, since that's actually closed off and can't change anymore. So yesterday we got 2004. Right now we're currently at... Oh wait, no, that was the score. No. Yesterday we got 4,900. Okay, that's way worse. But then, yeah, so I ranked 2004. Or no, fuck! Yesterday, I ranked 4,900. I got 2,000 as my score. Then I practiced later and got like 12,000. And I really wish that that would have been my actual score. But, oh well, I fucked it up in that devil room as we all saw. And that one's now closed off. I got 4,900th. Now today, I'm doing already a bit worse at 64,000, but and that's only gonna go down from here, you know. People can only push me down. I can't get pushed up, so we'll see where that ends up tomorrow. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you next time for the next Daily Dash.